I need to buy a fucking tripod and a better camera. Okay. So brought to us in part by New Line Cinema, Blumhouse, Entertainment 360, and Tremendum Pictures, along with Warner Brothers, comes a film from 2012 called Stage Fright. Can you read that? If you can't, I don't blame you. It's fucking camera. And if you did, you'll notice it said The Gallows. And you're curious and going, Stage Fright? That doesn't sound right. And The Gallows, that came out in July of 2015. Dear sir, what are you talking about? Well, The Gallows was originally titled Stage Fright. It was independently made and produced by Travis Clough and Chris Lothing. They made it independently on a budget of $100,000 in 2012 before getting picked up by Blumhouse, who then released it in 2015 as The Gallows. And obviously a film independently made and getting picked up by a studio. And let's be honest, any film independently made and that gets picked up by a studio, such like Blumhouse or Warner Brothers, will go through some changes, and the people in charge, the companies and such who picked up the film, will more than likely want to change some stuff around. And for this film, they changed quite a bit, as far as my knowledge goes. One of them being replacing one of the original actresses in the movie with a different one named Cassidy Gifford. So reshoots were done for this film. This film was reshot for the sole purpose of replacing an actress with another actress. I am not kidding. They went to great lengths to do that. Now, I would like to talk about how I have a theory about how the actress Cassidy Gifford was put into the movie just solely because of her connection to Kathy Lee Gifford, and how all this somehow connects to NBC Universal and Comcast, but that's just a completely bullshit fucking theory that will more than likely get shot down in the water upon justifying or explaining it. Seriously. Other things that were changed about the movie before being released in 2015 was they added a bit of a twist to it, which I will delve into more, but right now, let's talk about the plot of The Gallows. What is The Gallows about? The story starts off on October 29th, 1993. Around 8:48 p.m., an accident occurs in a high school in the small town of Beatrice, Nebraska. The high school theater production has its opening night for a play they're performing called The Gallows. However, the lead actor of the film calls in sick, and Charlie Grimley, his understudy, has to come in and play the lead role for him. The very final scene of the play involves the main character getting killed by the gallows, and an accident occurs, and Charlie Grimley is hanged to death. Hanged, hung, it doesn't really matter, does it? Well, it does. Whichever one makes me more look like a dumbass, I'm sure you, the audience, will go with that one. But yes, you have heard me correctly when I say that this high school theater production built a proper, functional, working gallows, and they hung one of their students by it, and it fucking killed him. So it's 20 years later, almost to the exact date, and somehow the high school theater group somehow got an okay from the school board to redo the play again and complete it in the memory of Charlie Grimley. And they once again have a proper gallows set piece set up because once more they are going to do this whole thing again. Bad idea. Well, a group of teenagers, and a very small group of teenagers, like 3, who are pissed off at the play or do not like the play at all, they're just jackass teenagers, they break into the school late at night to tear down the set, but then weird shit starts happening, and that is basically the plot of the movie. It's basically just three teenagers breaking into a school at night and getting terrorized and haunted by the ghost of Charlie Grimley. So far, that sounds like an okay film, I guess, if you do it properly. The problem is, this movie is found footage. Found fucking footage. I have no problem with found footage movies. I mean, I can't say shit about them. I mean, I'm not gonna lie and not say I haven't had a few, experiences with that genre. But again, it's a different story. That's not really important. We don't need to talk about it. But but when you're doing a major release, when a film's getting majorly released across the globe, and you really want your film, and you really want your film's lead antagonist become a horror icon, which is clearly what the writers and directors of this film truly were trying to come up with. You have to have a somewhat bearable plot and bearable characters and overall a scary villain. This film does not have that. It has an okay plot, but it's not enough to make me believe, that the found footage concept could work in here. The characters for the most part, are all unbearable. A few of them have some redeeming parts, but then those few redeeming parts will get shot down by the unholiness that is their assholiness. I don't know if you want to say that. A few of these characters have a few redeeming parts, but all that is shot down because the characters are so unbearable to watch. They're so unforgiving. It's annoying. And Charlie Grimley himself, he's not that scary. How they have the villain Charlie costume up, it's said in the movie that originally Charlie was supposed to play the character of the Hangman in the Gallows production. And so now Charlie's ghost haunts the school late at night, and he's dressed up like the Hangman, the character that he was originally supposed to play. And the getup for the Hangman costume is just not that scary. It's just not. So that's the basic plot of the movie, and that is all I can really say about it. Is, as you can tell by my voice and how I'm emoting this film is just not that good. And that is giving away very few spoilers. Now I'm going to go into more details with this movie. So the story starts off on October 29th, 1993 at 8:48 p.m. and Charlie Grimley is hanged by the gallows. Which, again, does not make any fucking sense considering that they have something that actually works to kill one of the students with. Not even a harness or nothing. It's fucking stupid. And that experience is filmed by what sounds to be Charlie's parents. So cut to 20 years later, the high school is redoing the play. They're doing it again and they want to complete it. The lead actor for the play this time is a football jock named Reese, who has apparently quit the football team in order to be a part of this theater production. The main leading lady this time is a girl named Fischer. And up in the light booth, recording behind the scenes and rehearsals of the Gallows being redone is Reese's somehow best friend and the biggest jackass piece of shit you will ever see on film or in real life. Not the biggest jackass, but he's that fucking annoying. It's just unfortunate when I watched this movie and I went, oh my god, people like him do exist. It's not because it's found footage, no, it's because I have encountered people like this. I just don't want to see him portrayed in a movie. Let's just pretend those people don't exist, okay? It makes you want to hurt a motherfucker. So again, Reese is playing the leading man for the Gallows. You got Pfeiffer playing the leading lady of the Gallows, and then you got Ryan, a jock who is just working for the drama club just simply because apparently he has to in order to get a good grade or something. I don't know what the hell made him have to do this. As far as I was concerned, drama theater in my school was optional, but in this school in Nebraska, it's probably different. So, oh yeah, and Ryan has a girlfriend named Cassidy, and this is the woman I was talking about earlier. The original actress in the original cut of the movie, her name was, I believe it was Kennedy, as my research tells me. But she was replaced by a different actress named Cassidy, played by Cassidy Gifford. And if you're getting confused, I don't think you're getting confused, but let me just clarify. The names of the four main characters of the movie are named after the first names of the actors playing the characters. So, what I mean is that Pfeiffer Brown plays the character of Pfeiffer. Ryan Shoes plays the character of Ryan. Cassidy Gifford plays the character of Cassidy. And Reese, whatever the fuck his last name was, starts with an M, he plays the character of Reese. Basically just like how Katie Featherstone plays Katie and how Mika Sloat plays Mika in Paranormal Activity. Or how Heather Donahue plays Heather in Blair Witch Project. You get what I'm saying here. So Ryan comes across the back door for the high school that leads to where the stage is at and comes up with the dumbest fucking idea, a very dumb fucking idea to get Reese and his girlfriend Cassidy to break into the school with him late at night and trash the set. Which does not make any fucking sense because you would think this is a high school in 2013. They would have a security system of sorts that can go off in case someone does break into school, right? But no, they don't. And second, it's a bad idea because this guy's such a fucking asshole. He pisses off the stage manager, and when they go and break in late at night, he fucking trashes the stage manager's locker. It's not gonna take them that fucking long, dumbass, to figure out who the hell did it. Yeah. And again, this jackass Ryan is filming everything for no fucking reason. Apparently the reason is to film behind the scenes, but you see him at home filming shit by himself, acting like a fucking dumbass in his underwear. I swear to God, I think they're trying to portray the character as someone who doesn't have special needs. I'm just assuming. Because I think that's why that scene's in there. It's to show us that he is special needs. It has to be. There's no other way to do it. So Cassidy, Ryan, and Reese break into the school late at night, and they begin trashing the set and mocking Reese because of how much of a bad actor he is. And let me clarify, the other reason they're doing this, the reason why Reese is doing this when he is leading man, the reason why he quit the football team is because he has a crush on the main leading actress named Pfeiffer. He has a main huge crush on her, and he quit the football team just so he could focus on doing this play. And as much as I want to say it's kind of nice that a guy would do that for a girl, he is truly a terrible theater actor. It's the night before the play, and this guy is still reading his fucking lines. He's an idiot. And he agrees to do this because Ryan puts some logic into him, saying, well, if we trash the set, next day everyone's going to be, oh my god, and devastated, and so will Pfeiffer. And you could be there and be the shoulder Pfeiffer will cry on. Because, that's how that works. Sure, it would work, but again, you would still get caught, motherfuckers. So as they're about to tear down the set, Pfeiffer comes in. Why is she here? She claims that she was driving by the high school and saw Reese's car in the fucking parking lot. Weird. It's weird, don't you think? That is really weird. That's like saying, oh hey, I drove by my friend Seth's house and I saw Brad's car outside, so that gives me the right to go inside the house and see what they're doing. So right off the bat, you can kind of clearly tell that something is up with Pfeiffer. Now, and she is a little bit weird, and of course the film's trying to hint the film tries to play it off like it's not hinting towards that. They're trying to play it off like, oh, she's just a sweet, she's just a sweet, nice little girl who kind of maybe wants to return Reese's feelings towards her. But the fact that, but this film is so damn predictable, you know that they're trying to set it up that something weird is happening. If the twist ending didn't happen, I would have been surprised if Pfeiffer was not up to something. But the twist ending did happen, and so it plays off. Not well, by the way. So once Pfeiffer enters the school, they try to leave, and now they're locked in. They try to find multiple ways to get out, and during that time, Reese somehow discovers this big secret, and it's not that big of a secret. It was right fucking there in front of like everyone in school to see, but Reese is a dumbass, so Reese discovers that his father was the original lead actor in the 1993 play. His father was the actor who called in sick. Because of his father, Charlie is the one who got killed that day. And the son and everyone else in the school did not fucking know that. I mean, there was a photo in the main hallway where they're kind of showing memorabilia for the play, where you can see Charlie, and you can see right next to him is Reese's dad as a kid. So, but the son never noticed that. He never went, huh, that looks like my dad. No one told him, hey, I just wanted to let you know, you're taking up after the role your father did 20 years ago. Like, that never came up to him? Really? I mean, Jesus. And then, after that, Charlie begins attacking these people. He kills Ryan gloriously after spending so much fucking time with his dumb ass. And shortly afterwards, Cassidy finally gets the noose. So all that's left is Reese and Pfeiffer. They can't get out. They end up back on the stage again, and Charlie puts the spotlights on the set for the Gallows, and in a weird twist of fate, the leading actor and leading actress, Reese and Pfeiffer, end up in the exact same positions they were when they were rehearsing the final scene of the movie. And somehow Reese puts it together that Charlie wants to finish the play, but he wants to be the character of the hangman, I guess, so Reese has to act out. The scene like his father would have done, I guess, to complete it, I guess, but that doesn't make any fucking sense. It was clear right off the bat that Reese was gonna get killed. It was clear from Charlie's point of view, I want you to fucking die like I did, so get up there on the gallows. But Reese interpreted that as Charlie wanted to finish the scene. That didn't make any fucking sense. And it's even more stupid when Reese acts all fucking shocked and surprised when he starts finally getting killed. That's fucking stupid. But then it fucking happens. The twist. It's fucking weird. So while Reese is getting killed, he's begging Pfeiffer to go away, and then he starts realizing she's going batshit crazy, calling him the name of the character in the play. August, I believe. Reese plays August in the Gallows. And Reese something plays Reese, who also plays August in the movie Gallows. So meta. And so Pfeiffer watches Reese get hanged, hung, but then joins hands with Charlie's ghost, and then she takes a bow, and then Shia LaBeouf is heard clapping in the background in the theater, and then stands up, starts clapping his fucking ass off, and then the cameras cut to static. You do know I'm joking when I say Shia LaBeouf, right? I'll get more into that in a few moments. So the cameras go static, and now we're stuck on the POV camera view of a police officer breaking into Pfeiffer's house to arrest Pfeiffer. When the hell did since when the hell do small towns begin filming house arrests like fucking cops? It's not a big city. It's whatever. So they go into this house, which looks like my great grandmother's house, which even makes it more fucking creepy. And throughout the house, you see that Pfeiffer is the daughter of this creepy woman who was sitting in the back of the theater rehearsals watching. It was noted earlier in the film when Ryan was shooting everything and he made dialogue with this woman and told us that she's a creepy fucking lady because she's always there, but she doesn't look like to be someone's parent. And the lady reveals to Ryan that she was a part of the original play. She was involved. And then halfway through the film, when they find some more shit on Charlie, Ryan discovers that that lady was Charlie's high school girlfriend. Yes. Charlie's girlfriend. That lady was Charlie's girlfriend. And now the police are searching the house, Pfeiffer's house, and there's photos of her with Charlie's girlfriend. So now this movie's trying to imply that Pfeiffer is the daughter of Charlie Grimley. But that doesn't make any fucking sense when you think about it. Okay, so let's say Pfeiffer was conceived around October of 1993, and she was born, let's say, July of 1994. She would be 19 years old in 2013 of October. If she was a senior in high school, I'd fucking buy it, but I don't think that it just looks confusing. I mean, I graduated high school when I was 19, yeah, but that was in my last semester of high school. I don't think anyone turns 19 unless you got held back a year. I don't think anyone who turns 19 in the first semester of your senior year in high school graduates. At least that's just my point of view, but I could be off on that. So the police search the house. They find the mother and daughter in a bedroom in the back. The mom's brushing the daughter's hair, and they're rewatching Charlie Grimley's death that Charlie's parents filmed. And then the cops get attacked by Charlie's ghost, jump scare, boogool, and that's how the movie ends. What can I say about this movie? I bitched about it a lot. It has some faults. It does the idiotic fucking cliches of every horror movie involving teenagers and just makes them complete idiotic fucking idiots. And they're so goddamn unlikable that I really just want to shut the fucking movie up and not even bother with it. Granted, it had potential. It had potential, but it all came down to a boiling pot of shit. They tried to have the movie go out with this big fucking twist that apparently the girl that the main character was after the entire time was apparently the daughter of Charlie Grimley, which again, if you try to do the math of that, doesn't make any fucking sense. And again, I don't know if I can truly send Travis Clough and Chris Laughing for this movie for how they wrote or directed it, because again, there is an original cut of this called Stage Fright that did not get released. It got released limitedly, and that's how fucking major studios like New Line fucking picked it up. Come to think of it, was this independently made by Blumhouse, or did Blumhouse pick this film up too, and then it went through to fucking New Line after Universal turned it down? That is a good question. If I truly had to guess, this was independently made without the participation of Blumhouse. But you watch this film, it's got Blumhouse all over it. It's trying to rip off fucking Insidious. The movie ends with a huge cut to black, and they try to do the Insidious title sequence like they did at the end of the first two films, and just without the screechy violins. And they ended it like they did with Sinister and fucking Insidious with these stupid fucking jump scares. It's stupid. They're not scary. It just pisses you off. If anything, it makes people laugh when you do it. No one likes it. But again, I can't truly blame fucking Travis Clough and Chris Luffing for this film because multiple studios had their hands on this and probably changed it. Hell, they took the film and reshot a whole portion of it, not whole portion, a huge chunk of it to replace another actress. They went that fucking far to replace another actress. They reshot scenes. In this, over the course of 3 years, this film was independently made in 2012 and didn't get released until July of 2015. It was shelved for 3 fucking years, and during that time, they did reshoots to add in another actress. Overall, what can I say about this movie? What I can say about this movie? Don't waste your fucking time. At least, don't waste your fucking time on the theatrical cut. As for the original cut, I can't say much about it because I have not seen it. I have only heard about it. The only way for you to truly see the original cut, you would have to get the movie on Blu-ray and go to the special features where they have the Gallows, the original cut, on Blu-ray. But after seeing this garbage, and considering how it's just the scenes with the Cassidy girl that got reshot, so it tells me at least a majority of this is somewhat, at least 50% of this movie is what was originally made by the creators of this movie. And if 50% of this movie is what's from the original cut, it's still not good. So I don't know if I even want to bother with it. But you know what? If I ever get around to it, I will definitely upload it and I'll share it to the public. And hopefully no one else would have to suffer through this piece of shit like I just did right now. And hopefully, and while this film was a box office success, the critical panning should hopefully prevent it from ever getting a sequel. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you for the time for listening to me. And bye-bye.